but here, like, there's no interruptions to your stream of consciousness, so you can continuously just keep talking, and you can reflect at the same time, but you don't need to pause to write it down because it gets captured automatically.
I feel like I have a barrier to my mind. So basically, that's why I like this exercise, because I feel like it allows you to really honor that part of you that may have more thoughts and may want to talk about more things, think about more things, rather than repress it. I feel like a lot of people might repress a lot of this, and I think it takes up a lot of energy.
Previously, when I would document anything, I would always write or type it. And I guess that didn't allow me to tap into my creative side. So for the future, I would then use this tool.
iTalk gives me more of an opportunity or more of a structure for me to think through my ideas. A lot of the times I have some sparks or some thoughts that come up and they don't really get organized, and a lot of them just disappear into the void afterwards. If I'm able to think through in this format and come up with a summary for what I said, like not just a summary for each point, but a summary for something overall, I'm able to, one, preserve my ideas, and two, elaborate more on them and draw more trends than I otherwise would have. And I think this is a great structure for me to make more out of the mental capacity that I already have.
My takeaway of using iTalk, I thought this tool to revolutionize thinking is very incredible. So for me, I was given the advice to brain dump in the mornings and evenings. And rather than simply writing this on a notepad and perhaps losing it amongst all the other notes, this way I find is valuable to systemize each of the ideas we have. And not only that, I realized after writing them down, we're actually able to extend it and then summarize it. And then from there, draw out a lot more. So instead of forgetting something, I'm able to retrieve and actually draw out some sort of learnings as well. This thing does not cause any issue to your life. It's not like crazy or something. It only adds something good. And I find it also saves time as well. See, the summary is very important. I typed so I can see it. I said you can systemize the creative flow rather than repressing it. And two, it's a great time management tool. And three, to brain dump and record, resolve, and revolutionize ideas and thoughts, and to bring about clarity and therefore change and productivity. And then to acknowledge and draw out thoughts and say stages of life and carry them out in the most suitable for your own life method. And then the summary I had for everything was to bring structure in a natural and effective way, and to supplement your life and processes rather than anything else, and to create value for you, and in aggregate also value for the greater good for society as well, I guess.
I think this was a really cool experience. I think the workshop was a great opportunity to learn about how much you could process your emotions and your thoughts by just speaking out loud and just verbalizing it, and being able to switch every time you branch out to a new thought, being able to put it in a different column. And I found the exercises very useful, and it's really cool to see that you guys are developing a whole paradigm around this.
I think is in this very iterative structure, as we talked about, it's really rational. It leads to a lot of looping, and it leads to a lot of the same ideas without a lot of creativity in my thinking. I think this thinking structure is a lot better. I like all of the features. I think that they're just the right features and just the right amounts. My favorite feature is the switching columns. I think that it really lets you switch thoughts, as well as record the separation between your thoughts. I also really like the summary, and I think that the poetry feature is useful to me as something to kind of just quickly remember my ideas and summarize them in a really short way. And the way I tend to use this tool is right now just as a time management tool. I want to eventually have a tool like this for proper research thinking, but I'm sure that you guys have a tool for that. That's meant for more of solving technical problems.
So first of all, I would like to start by saying that I'm really grateful to be here today and to discover this new world and this new tool. And I'm really excited to learn more about it and to implement it in my daily life to see how deep is it and what's the real effect behind. I'm sure it's a great tool, at least for memorization, because for example, the use case is you go to a class or you have a meeting or you're learning something, then you speak a lot, and then you need to summarize it in the columns. So you use, it's like when you explaining something to a friend, you use different ways of remembering things, and so you remember longer. In contrary, if you do nothing, just attend the class and do nothing afterwards, you will not remember nothing. I think it could be really powerful to, as a tool dedicated when I need to think, I use the tool. This way, okay, thoughts done, now I can just relax and have my empty mind in the daily life. So when I need to think, boom, I use the tool. When I don't need to think, I hopefully do not think. And I'm chill. I'm excited.
It felt like a very validating and very encouraging space to be here. And I just felt like, I always had I just feel like this, the iTalk is something that I was looking for so long, because it really integrates both the, the rational and emotional brain. And I found that a lot of those note-taking or journal apps, they're always like these prompts that were oh, what happened, and there was step-by-step breaking down, but never really considered how I felt, and really just how that stream of consciousness. What I learned is that iTalk is iTalk is a system where you could just speak on anything that is on your mind and organize it in columns. And each column that has a different thought. And once that's done, I could summarize in each group of thoughts and turn into a summary and create a poem. And I thought that was very meaningful. And it's a helpful exercise because I could leave from my mind loops and really try to dive deep into how I feel and what I think about something without really just quickly judging or dismissing it. And I guess my poem would be I speak very simply of the wholeness of my experiences. So.
This is the second time I'm practicing iTalk, and I've seen some progress in the way my thoughts flow and even my feelings too. I see more of myself as more connected. I feel like I could just allow myself just to release everything that's on my mind and really appreciate and reducing the critical thoughts that usually would come around when I'm thinking. So I just felt like this time I've noticed such smoothness of my thoughts, and I can actually feel like as if it's a waterfall, and I can see how it's going into a lake and it's just moving. It comes and goes, and it's just it just feels beautiful. Yeah. I feel more hopeful. I feel more appreciative. I feel more like I can do something. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.